Hey everyone, J-Rod Plays here. Welcome to today's video. Just as expected, this week they unlocked the Wicket Implement Catalyst. So if you follow my Omen guide and you were able to get the Wicket Implement last week, well then this week we'll be able to pick up the Catalyst. It seems like the requirement is going to be to do a Tier 7 deep dive, so I'm just going to really quickly review what needs to be done in order to get the Tier 7 deep dive done. So just like normal, you're going to run through the deep dive activity, but at each depth, you're going to be looking for a anchor, a darkness anchor, and that looks just like a Toland ball if you've ever done anything in the Dreaming City, but it's a small kind of greenish white glowing orb, and it'll be in different locations around the starting area, usually along the perimeter. In the first room, it'll be kind of either under the stairs or on one of the two sides of the room. In the second room, it'll be along the coral, kind of on the sides, so make sure to look out for that. And in the third room, it'll also be in the sides, kind of in the cave areas. Each time you pick up a void anchor, though, it's not just enough that everybody hits the void anchor, and that's a requirement. All three of the guardians have to hit a void anchor, so if you need to shoot your guardian friends, if you're running a match made activity, or if your friends aren't finding it, you go and shoot them with some bullets from your primary. I also even took to sometimes killing myself, like rocketing myself, so they would have to come over and res me, and I'm standing right on the darkness anchor, so they may accidentally, inadvertently also activate the darkness anchor. So you got to do what you got to do in order to make sure that you get the 3 darkness guardians to invoke it, and then from there you're not done. You're going to have to do some small task to fully invoke the darkness, whether that's to be to shoot the pools of corruption that start to grow orbs. You shoot the orbs of corruption that grow out of the pools, or there are pools of corruption on the ground that glow green, and then you stand in those and you claim those. So there's always some additional objective that you want to look out for, and then once you get that objective done, it'll say invoke the darkness. So once you actually see invoke the darkness, or invoked darkness, then you know you're done and you can go back to killing. You still have to complete the timed aspect of your encounter, so you want to make sure you don't run out of time. The timing can be really tight if you have teammates that are just not that great at slaying out, so just keep that in mind. You don't want to kind of just chill. You want to make sure you're zooming from enemy to enemy, clearing out even the small enemies because they can hang you up. If you're seeing that the enemies are getting tagged, like hey there's only 2 of these left, that means you're killing a little bit slow because it's the game saying hey these 2 enemies are left, kill these 2 enemies. So just keep that in mind. Also, this week, if you're doing it, you're going to run. I want to run Void Resistance because it's going to be the Void threat, so that we don't get melted by ogres. And it can be pretty tough at some of these levels, depending on which of the encounters you end up getting. Once you've knocked out the 3 pressure trials, and you've done those successfully, and then you kill the boss, that's when you technically get the Tier 7 deep dive. Now, one thing of note that I did this week too, just to be safe, I wanted to make sure that I got the catalyst on my first run, if that's what it was. There's a monitor, or really it's 3 monitors together on the bottom level as you're going to face the boss off to the left, you'll see here, and I just interacted with it, waited for my interaction to end. I didn't necessarily see anything pop up on the screen that I did anything special, but I just wanted to make sure I did that just in case. Again, I'm not sure if it's required. It might just be do a Tier 7 deep dive and get Wicket Implement Catalyst, so that's pretty much the most important aspect, is to get the Tier 7 done, and I recommend going into the LFG versus doing a match made, because the match made guardians usually don't know what's going on. So just hop in LFG, say looking to do Tier 7, those guardians that join you usually know what's up, and you'll knock it out pretty quickly. If you have any questions, if you're running into any trouble getting the catalyst, you can always just leave me a comment down below. This is just going to be a quick video letting you guys know how to get it done. And if you're looking for a more in-depth guide on how to do a Tier 7 deep dive, I do have a video that I'll be putting as the video at the end of the end card. You can click on that. I'll also be putting that in the video description, so you can just go into the video description, click on my Tier 7 deep dive so you can see what it looks like if you've never done it before. But other than that, good luck out there getting your catalyst pretty easily in your first run. I'm going to go ahead and take off and start working on getting the catalyst done so I can try it out with a few builds and see if it's even worth it. I may make a video on it if it's something that stands out to me, or if it's just like really that bad. That way you guys can know if it's even worth getting the catalyst in the first place. But thanks very much for watching to the end, and GG's if you got your catalyst already. And you guys really appreciate all the subscriptions and everything that have been coming in lately. I look forward to growing as a community, and I'll see you guys in the next one.